Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel Learn Sage where I am Shruti and this is the first video of the Python for Data Science playlist. In this playlist, I'll be uploading several videos which contain from installation to building the first solution of data science using Python. So let's begin to our first chapter all about Python. In this chapter, we'll be addressing three important questions about Python: what, why and how. So, what is Python? Python is an open source, high level, object oriented, and interpreted language. Let's understand each and every terminology. We can easily download, install, and use Python without spending any penny. That's why Python is an open source. Just like any other programming language, for example, C, C, Java, Python is user friendly. That's why Python is a high level language. Python support class and object. In fact, the primitive data types are also based on class and object. So let's take an example to understand this. When we declare any string, so what is happening here? We are actually creating an object of the class string type. So the data type string is also based on object oriented. Now, what is interpreted language? Python does not convert the entire code into the machine code and execute. Instead of that, Python execute line by line. We'll understand this more further in the later in the video. So the next question is why Python? There are many programming language available. So why to choose Python? Because Python is very easy to learn. If you do not have any programming background also, you can easily grasp and learn Python. Python works on different platforms. Python is platform independent. So if we develop any code in a Mac OS and we can easily deploy it in Linux or Windows. Python is efficient for complex mathematics and statistical operation. So that's why any data science job we prefer Python, because data science is a high intensive statistical operation are required, and in Python many libraries are available. So Python is very efficient for this kind of scenarios. Python community has grown very large. So we get so much of support in the community. Python provides the scripting language. So when we code, so what we do, we do not first build in the class or function format. What we do first, we actually write the script, we test it out, and when it works, that time we restructure our code in the a more object oriented manner. So which leads to the next topic also, is helps in the fast development. And as it is an interpreted language, we can encounter the error in while developing only. So it's help in the fast development. So once we develop the solution, it needs to be used by the front end. So for that we need to develop the server. So Python support that also. We can develop the server side. So that's why we use Python. So now let's understand how does Python actually work? What is the internal architecture? So let's take an example. So let's say there is an operation is going on like A by B. Okay, so this is the Python code, and first it will check for the syntax, whether the syntax on this line is correct or not. So for this example, the syntax is correct, but let's say semicolon is there. So it is syntactically wrong. That time we'll get the syntax error. So once it is the syntax check is done, it is converted into the byte code only when it passes the syntax check. after the bytecode is generated, it is passed to Python virtual machine. So here the execution takes place. So if there is any user input is required, in this stage we'll pass the user input. So let's take in this example, let's consider like B is the user input. Okay, so in B we pass 0. What will happen? Anything divided by 0 is infinity. So it is divided by error will get. So runtime error will get in this time if we pass 0 as an input. If we pass anything apart from 0, let's say we have passed 1, we'll get the output. So Python execute line by line, and each line we generate the bytecode and it is run in the Python virtual machine and we get the output. So this is the overall architecture of the Python. This is all about basic concepts of Python. If this video helps you, please like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon. Keep learning. See you next time.